Hey guys, it is Kudo Craftster and I'm back with another video. I will be doing a Traveler's Notebook process video, but before I get into that, I want to show you what Traveler's Notebook I will be using for my upcoming trip next Saturday, which I am super uber excited. So I decided for this trip I'm going to use the Primo Marketing Georgia Blues passport size Traveler's Notebook cover. And Primo Marketing is actually my favorite company when it comes to Traveler's Notebook covers, because to me, not only do they have beautiful designs, but the quality is excellent. It's thick and you know it's going to last hopefully 5, even 10 plus years from now. So this will be my first time using a passport size. This is actually my only passport size Traveler's Notebook cover. So I learned my lesson last year when I went traveling. The top two things that I learned was that I brought too much stuff. It became overwhelming. And then two, I was spending more time catching up with relatives than crafting. So I did very little crafting when I went traveling last year. So this time I decided just to stick with the Traveler's Notebook, and I will be showing in the craft packing video hopefully soon, maybe next week, definitely before I leave, what I'm bringing, what container I'm using, and all that. So initially I did make 2 inserts, but I decided to make a third. So this is the insert I'm going to be working on in this video. This particular insert is about the whole planning process, so almost like a planner, but not necessarily, just more like documenting on the process of booking a hotel and transportation and all that. So I already decorated the cover of it, very simple, because the paper itself has a lot of different patterns, icons, and whatnot. So this is from a Pink Fresh Studio collection. I don't remember what collection it was. And what I love about their quality of paper is that it's a little bit thicker than most scrapbook companies. So there is a few Pink Fresh Studio papers in here, but I made sure to use the cover from a Pink Fresh Studio paper. So I already worked on the first 2 pages. So I love this page, but my pen here, my gel pen, I hate over time when you don't use your gel pen so much. Even though they still have a lot of ink, the way that it flows is just terrible. So I really don't like that part, but that's okay. So I already documented on the Greyhound, and I know you guys are like, what? You're traveling Greyhound? Well, it won't be my first time. I've done it once, and that was only one way. So I decided 10 years later, because I was back in 2009 when I was still in college, I decided 10 years later that I wanted to give them another chance. And on top of that, this year my word is to be frugal. I really want to save money this year. So when I looked on round trip to where I'm going, it's about like $380 plus, and I just don't feel like spending that much on a round trip. I mean, it is a good deal, but I really didn't want to spend that much money. So I was really glad that I only spent $90, because I'm going to Biloxi, Mississippi. It's really not that far. If you're driving by yourself, it's like a 9-hour drive, which isn't too bad, because I lived in Mobile for 5.5 years, so that's like an 8-hour drive. So yeah, I decided to go with Greyhound, and hopefully well, the first time I did it, it wasn't the ride that was bad. It was actually the staff members that were terrible the first time I did it, because back then you had 2 options, whether getting your tickets mailed to you or printing them out. I didn't have a printer as a freshman at the time in my dorm, so I had no choice but to pick mail my tickets, and they never mailed it. And I had to deal with that at the Greyhound station when I the day I had to leave, and I had to cough up an extra $100 just to go to my destination, and that was the terrible part. It wasn't the ride, it was just the staff. So hopefully, now that it's been 10 years, my experience will hopefully be a lot better. But anyways, so I'm gonna be doing a 2-page layout with you guys in this video, and the photos I will be doing is all about Scrapbook Expo, which is everyone's favorite topic when it comes to paper crafting world. And I hope this is a pretty good view. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. So I signed up for one workshop. Actually, I shouldn't even be talking about it right now. I'm going to start doing the process as of now, and I'll discuss about what I signed up for and all that. So let's get started. Okay, so this part is going to be super uber quick. So this is only going to take me 4 minutes in the video for both pages. So for the first page, I'm using a little piece of scrap paper from older My Mind's Eye collection, one of my favorite pattern papers. And the photo that I'm pasting on this page is a screenshot of the Elizabeth Craft Designs workshop. So this will be my very first workshop for Scrapbook Expo. It's a little pricey, $42, but when you read the description for the workshop, you actually get, which I'm super excited, a free die set and a planner, because I've been wanting one of her planners because I like the way that they designed it, and I really love her die sets. I probably have about 5 or 6 die sets for my December daily, of course. I will want to experiment this year making my own planner using her die sets, because that's what her die sets are for, is for planner, memory keeping, and all that good stuff. So I'm really happy that I'm using these little bits and pieces I have in my supplies. So I did some journaling about the workshop, and I love my Primo tickets. I had to use at least one on this page. And I also opened a new pack of word stickers because I like that it goes with the traveling theme. So I will be showing that to you in the craft packing video later on. So the second page is the screenshot of the total that I spent, which is $73. Like I usually do every Scrapbook Expo, except last year I didn't go because I decided to try out MegaCon and did not like it. I'd rather be an attendee at MegaCon than work MegaCon. But anyways, so I'm super happy for 2020. I'm going to be back with Scrapbook Expo volunteering for them. So what I like is that they do pay you per hour $10, and they actually give you the $10 back that you paid for each shift. So if this is your first time hearing about volunteer Scrapbook Expo, when you do sign up, if you sign up for a 4-hour shift, you'll actually get $50 back. So the $10 extra is just collateral if you don't show up for your shift. So I really like that. In the end, I only spent $1 for processing fee if you only did the volunteering part, but I spent about $43 in total. So I'm happy that I'm going to get my $30 back. Anyways, so kept it really simple as usual, especially this is a smaller format page. I try to use some of my Happy Planner stickers, and I really love this stamp set from Wintertime Crafts. She does have an Etsy shop, so if you're interested in her stamps, definitely check her shop out on Etsy, and I'll try to put a link to her Etsy shop in the description box below. So that's pretty much it for these 2 pages. I hope you guys like this process video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.